Yesterday I told y'all to relax. RELAX. Told y'all to relax. Are y'all relaxed now? Jalen Hurts is out there throwing the football, okay? I told y'all it was just a precaution. We're going to get into some of that. We also going to get into shout out to Jalen Hurts for being all pro. Number 2, but it's still all pro. And we got 5 other guys on there. And guess who got 5 other guys, including himself, Mr. Patrick Mahomes? Is he in the system? I don't think so. Neither is Jalen Hurts. Both those guys are the system. Let's talk about it, y'all. Yo, that Lane Johnson's back. A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
That name is that name. You know, the man to be there.
Yo, that man, you know what it is, you know what it is, your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General Hero Point for Duty. Listen, if you have not done it, I appreciate if you hit that sub button. That's right down there. There go. Don't duck it. Yes, hit it. And there's also a bell next to it to let you know when I put up all this flavor. Last but not least, y'all been doing so good for your boy, man. Smash the like button for your boy. The more people get to see this, however the algorithm works, more people get to see me, more people get to see the merch. And yes, the merch is in the description, man. If you want to cop up, man, Philly Fresh, yo, that gear, it is there. All right. We gonna go with a fresh fact that's really gonna lead into the video. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. If you see one thing that's going wrong, that doesn't mean it can't change. That doesn't mean that person or that situation can't be either overcome or can change. Now, a lot of us, we're going to talk about the video now. A lot of us, not me, but I say us because we are Eagles Nation. We are Yo That Nation. We Philly Fresh Nation. You know what I mean? And we panic. Oh, Jalen Hurts isn't throwing. What does that mean? And, you know, it was probably just a walkthrough. Did you know that A.J. Brown didn't even practice? We got to put all that into perspective, and we got to understand that, like I said yesterday, this coaching staff has been good really all year at keeping their players at bay, keeping their players from really hurting themselves. What I mean by that is trying to do too much. You don't got to do too much in practice, especially now the starting lineup is here. You're in the starting lineup. You're playing in the playoffs, whatever the case may be. So just chill. We got you. We know what you need. And I think the players trust that, and I trust it. And I think you should too. 6 players. 6 players in the All-Pro, man. I love it. Kelsey, Lane Johnson, they are number ones. Respectfully, yeah, they should be there. I'm not going to argue with Jalen Hurts being number 2, missing those 2 games. And if it was, like I said, if it was flipped, if it was Patrick Mahomes, a lot of people would say, well, he's the MVP just because he missed the games and they lost 2 games. This is why he's in. That's the argument that I make. But I get it. I understand it. It's narratives, and this is they really golden boy. So any chance that they get to give him an MVP is going to go to him. We got to understand that. But Jalen Hurts is second, and there should be nobody even close to those 2. To me, for real. I don't want to hear no Joe Burrow. It took him 8 games to even start winning. I don't want it. You want to say Josh Allen? I ain't gonna lie to you. The stats is there. I give you that. But to me, the rest of the quarterbacks, I don't want to hear no Kyler Murray. Everybody was screaming that. And about around week 8, they lost like 4 straight. They don't want to hear that. They ain't even in the playoffs. What other quarterback can we talk about? Kirk Cousins? Yeah, but he folds every time he's on prime time. You can't give an MVP guy like that. You can't give him that. That's really it. When you talk about the upper echelons quarterbacks this year, we ain't talking about that. Damn sure ain't talking about him. You lead the league in interceptions and you miss 5 games. Oh hell no. All right. So the other 4 players we talked about, Lane Johnson and Kelsey. The other 4 players are, this is just off my head, AJ Brown, Miles Sanders, Jalen Hurts, James Bradbury. Shout out to James Bradbury and all these guys. This is their first ones of being all pro. I think Kelsey got 5 or 6, and Lane Johnson is right behind him with 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. But shout out to all those guys, James Bradbury, and this is my look coming into. This is how I feel. My vision coming into the postseason. I think Darius Slay feels slighted. I think, and he knows that he has some missed opportunities with balls finally thrown at him, and he wasn't in the proper position. And a guy like Galladay just made an amazing catch. So it just seems like now when he's getting thrown on, he's getting mossed. I think he turns up. I think Hassan Reddick turns up. I think that Robert Quinn is going to be that kind of guy. Like, who was my man? Chris Long in 2017 just made the play when the play needed to be made. And then you got Lane Johnson coming back. Lane Johnson coming back, and I keep telling people this, a 75-85% Lane Johnson is way better than Jack Driscoll. No disperse on Jack Driscoll, but this is a guy who is a 5-time All-Pro, who has not given up a sack in 2 years and counting. Shout out to Lane Johnson, man. This dude is he was on Pat. I can't remember the dude name, but he was on one of them podcasts, and they asked him, "You playing this postseason?" He said, "Hell yeah, hell yeah." He gonna get shot up, whatever the case may be. And I know it's a domino, so even if he got to bend down and pick up a piece of paper or a pencil, it's gonna hurt. But we got dogs, and they were the dog masters in 2017 for a reason. We got dogs on this team, and I believe that whatever Lane Johnson has to do to be fully prepared for this game, for these games coming up to win the Super Bowl, that he will do. And then you got to remember, he still got a guy like Jason Kelsey in the middle. You know what I mean? Just making sure that he knows what the line protection is, that he knows what guy is coming after him, what guy to block, and basically going to keep telling him, make sure he protects himself and protect our quarterback at the same time. And I think that he can do that. So when you look at it, the Philadelphia Eagles have 6 players, right? In the All-Pro. But so does Kansas City, so does the 49ers. Now, I ain't really going to talk about the 49ers. I don't know the players. I don't really know the players from the Chiefs, but I know that we're at the top of the league with 6 apiece. But when you look at it, all year they've been saying that Patrick Mahomes had nothing. Patrick Mahomes, he doesn't really have nothing. Look what he's doing. Don't tell me he don't got nothing. First of all, he has a running game. McLaren went out. They come out with another dude. I want to say his name Wilson, and he's balling. You know what I mean? He got the best tight end in the league. And not only is he a tight end, he's like a wide receiver. If you wanna put him at just best pass catchers, he's in the top 5. So don't tell me he doesn't have nothing. He lost Tyreek Hill. He did. But then he also does have a guy who can be a good second. The dude over there, I can't remember his name, man, from Pittsburgh, Juju. Got Juju too. He got players over there. Don't tell me. I think he still got Hardman. Like, don't tell me he doesn't have players. Don't tell me that. It's crazy how they make excuses for other guys, but then when Philadelphia lose, it's just a dumpster fire now. We gonna see in the playoffs, because they coming real soon. And we get to chill this week. We get to chill, sit up. I might go live, man, so we can just talk about some of these games before and after wins and losses. But the current situation right now, if people don't know, is looking like if Seattle wins we face Seattle. If the Giants win, we face the Giants. If both of those lose, we face the winner of the Cowboys and Tampa Bay. I'm ready for anybody to come to Philly. And I think the players are too. But it's just crazy the scenario that you're in, that like you can just play anybody. So you just really, that's why Jalen Hurts can just have a walk-through practice, because you don't know who to practice with. But I guarantee once after Monday, even if it don't have to come down on Monday, say if Seattle or the Giants win, which I think the Giants probably can beat Minnesota, but I'm gonna talk about that in another video. Once that happened, oh, now it's go time. Now we know who to practice against. Now it is go time, because it's all or nothing. It ain't no come back tomorrow after you lose. No, you got to win now. And I think we're going to see this team turn up. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. You already know. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.